What's going on, guys? It's Gina here, and today I am bringing you something a little bit different. What I'm showing you today is how to get this voluminous hair. If you have flat, thin hair like me, then you understand the struggle, or if you live in a very humid environment, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. So if you wanted to see how I got this luscious voluminous hair, then please keep watching. Alright guys, so as you see, my hair is super flat. Also it's wet, but I mean, just for the most part, this is literally how it dries. I just let it air dry while I was doing my makeup, and now you're going to see I haven't even brushed it, so I'm going to go ahead and brush through like so. And I recommend these wet brushes. If you have hair that's prone to tangling or very long hair, these wet brushes are God's gift to you, ladies. You can even use in the shower. The bristles don't break apart, or they don't knot your hair, pull your hair. And I highly recommend them. They're called wet brushes. You can look them up online, or I will have the description down below. But yes, I highly recommend these if you have long hair. Alright, once you have it all brushed out, we're going to take this. It's called Big Sexy Hair. It's the Root Plump Plus. Looks like this. It has like, you know, a little pump. This you can get at Ulta. This is the only thing that I've found to plump my hair without making it hard. It still looks natural. It doesn't feel like super, what's the word? It doesn't make the roots feel like super crunchy, or just, it doesn't make the texture of your hair feel different. So it feels very natural. It's only if you don't wash your hair in like 2 days then you start feeling it. But it's the only one that has able to keep my hair being voluminous for flat hair, for very thin hair as well. So I definitely recommend that you try it. But yeah, I'm going to show you how this works. So what you want to generally do is, because you want the volume to be on the top of the head, you're just going to section it off to the crown. It doesn't have to be neat. I don't know if you see what I did. Hold on. Okay. And then you take a little piece more. Some more. It doesn't have to be neat, as long as you massage it into the root scalp. You see? Alright, we don't do the front of the hair because we don't want that to be too sticky. Now that that is all massaged into the scalp, we're going to part our hair like so. We're going to part it. Well, let me plug this in. Alright, so now that that's plugged in, what we're going to do is just take the same part. Well, this is the way I dry my hair, but however you dry the rest of your hair, do it like so. The most important part is the top part. So you can just blow dry your hair how you normally blow dry, you know, the ends or whatnot, like these ends, and then I'll show you about the top part. Really quickly, I'm going to talk about two brushes. As you can tell, this one's a little bit bigger. And then this one is a little bit smaller. I can grab it. Now the difference between if you want a big brush or a little brush is on the different outlook that you want. Okay, so this one is not going to give you much of a poof up by the roots, but it'll end up curling the ends, you know, like a nice little, almost like a curling iron, you know, like little curls. Okay. This is for nice, big, voluminous hair from the roots. I don't know if you can see it, but you know, they have little holes, so that way when you're drying your hair, it comes out the other end and dries both sides, instead of just being a regular brush, you know, that stops it from hitting the other end of the hair. So for the bottom of this hair, I go with the thinner one. Alright guys, now that I have this already dried, I'm going to go ahead and undo the top part, which is the most important part. And remember, we have that product in our hair, so we're just going to brush out the ends, because I know by this point it's probably your hair is half wet, half dry. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take just a little bit of the section part. It doesn't have to be particular, you know, just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and just put this in a knot, like so. And then we are going to blow dry this way. Why? Because when you dry your hair in a way other than where it falls, for example, your hair falls back, it looks flat. If you blow dry it this way, it will stay this way. So you will be left with like a little poof. You'll see. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with my same brush. Now that this piece is dry, what we're going to do is we're not going to pull it back. We're going to go ahead and blow dry it, but on this time with the lowest temperature or the cool button. And now you're going to realize, once we're done, I'll explain to you why the cool button is so important in your blow dryer. See that little poof? Woo. Or, anyways, let me explain to you. So the reason why the cool button is so important and why a lot of people don't know exactly what it entails is because the cool button is what helps set your hair. For example, if you have curls that always tend to fall down, it's because you're just curling them and letting them fall. If you know your hair is thicker, you need to pin them up and let them cool. Cool means that's when the hair is set, right? The hair follicles are not going to move anymore. So when you pretty much cool, like, you know, make a hair strand colder, you close the hair follicle, so it's not going to move anymore. So that is why you have this bad boy right here. So now we're going to just go ahead and do another piece. Alright, repeat the same steps. Hot air, and then once it's done, we're going in with the cold air. You seen this volume, guys? Alright. So now, for the bangs or the hair around the face, we're going to go in with this brush. Reason being is we want to give it that nice full voluptuous look around the face. And if we were to use a smaller brush, it would just sit flat. You see? It would just sit flat. So I'm going to take this and do the same steps. Alright, whoa. Alright, so what do you guys think? Is this voluminous or what? I think so. You see it still has the natural texture, so it doesn't look crunchy or anything. Alright guys, and there you have it. Natural voluminous hair using my techniques that I've used forever. And if you live in super hot, muggy places, then you totally understand that it's hard to keep voluminous hair if you have flat hair or just naturally thin strands. So I promise you this works. Give it a try. And if you were always wondering as well about this cool button, now you know what it means. So I think it's really cool. I wanted to share with you some tips about doing your hair. And if you guys like this, please let me know. I will do more of these. And yeah guys, thank you so much, and show me some love, like, subscribe, and thank you so much.